You're watching Billiard Club Network, your source for championship pool.
Louisville, are you ready for some 9-ball? Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and special welcome to those of you viewing on Billiard Club Network. This is day number 9 of the Derby City Classic. We are in the 9-ball division. We had 345 of the world's greatest players begin. We're down to the final format. Final four. The format for the tournament is race to 7 games, single elimination with 1 rebuy allowed to each player. And in this particular situation, our 4 players have all rebought. So this will be a single elimination tournament from this point on. Our first semifinal will feature James Barracks and Rob Sayez. Semifinal number 2, which you're going to be viewing right now, is between Mika Immonen and Efren Reyes. Rules of play are the Pro Express version of 9-ball. If there's a scratch in the break, it's a foul ball in hand anywhere in the table. No ball spot except for the 9. Any ball off the table is a foul ball in hand. 1 push out is allowed immediately following a legal break. 3 consecutive fouls by the same player is loss of game. $43,000 total purse in the 9-ball division, $11,000 to the winner, $20,000 to the world all-around champion who has the most points at the end of the 9 days after all 3 tournaments are in the books. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce our 2 players for this semifinal number 2. Our first player is sponsored on tour by Mez Q's, also Cafe Puro, former winner of the Taipei Peace Cup, the Euro Straight Pool Championships, former WPA World 9-ball champion, also a former winner here at the Derby City Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Helsinki, Finland, known as the Iceman, Mika Immonen. Thank you. His opponent is sponsored on tour by Puyat Sports, player representative for San Miguel Beer and Jack Justice Cases, 2-time World 8-ball champion, former winner of the ESPN Ultimate 9-ball Challenge, 3-time World All-Around champion, our defending champion, an international superstar known as the Magician. Please welcome from the Republic of the Philippines, Mr. Efren Reyes. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break.
Visit chalkoff.com or call your local retailer and ask for it by name. That's Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner.
So Immonen wins the lag. This time we'd like to turn it over to the boys in the booth, Mr. Billy N. Cardona and Danny DiLiberto. It's all yours, guys.
Billiard Club Network presents from the Executive West Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, the 7th annual Derby City Classic. Along with Danny DiLiberto, this is Bill and Cardona. And Louisville plays host to a standing room crowd only, Danny. This is the 3rd division of this tournament. There was a bank pool division, a 1-pocket division, and now this is the 9-ball division. There are only 4 players left in a field of 345 to see who is crowned champion of the 9-ball division. The feature matchup this evening is between Mika Immonen and Efren Reyes. Danny?
Well, we're televising this particular match, but we have the other semifinal going on the other table. Rob Sayez and Jamie, Barracks. Jamie Barracks. And the reason I didn't know the name that well is he's a new player. I never heard of him, really, but he's in the Final 4. So that's the winner of that table plays the winner of this table.
Keep in mind, this is a very short race to 7, and the difference in playability is actually the difference in the quality of play between these 2 players is very little when you're playing 9-ball, particularly in a short race to 7. Now, Reyes is considered the best player in the world today, but Mika Immonen isn't far behind.
Well, he was ranked number 1 one particular year. But here, the big thing about this short race is balls go on to break on this table. And when you break from the left side, the left corner ball goes in this left pocket and vice versa. So I expect whoever breaks is going to have a chance to run out.
Well, it was really important for Mika to jump out of the gate quickly. He had a good opportunity in rack number 1, as you just saw, but was unable to put down the 1-5 combination. Now, Reyes steps to the table. All balls are in the open. And Danny, you know as well as anyone, when all balls are in the open and Mr. Reyes is at the table, he takes care of business.
Yeah, you should have the rack in your hand ready to play the next game, especially the way they're sitting. You know, this is pretty easy layout. He's got, if you want to cause a trouble spot, it's right now. The 1 to the 2 might be the only chance to go straight, and that's easy.
He followed the cue ball, 2 cushions out of the corner for position for the 2. The 3 balls positioned on the same rail as the 2. Therefore, he may have to end up taking a little longer shot on the 3 than he wanted to, but shouldn't present much of a problem. Now, keep in mind, these are very small pockets. Now, the angle that he should be shooting this 3 from is a difficult angle, so he has to hit this shot cleanly.
Yeah, this looks like the only problem, and I figure him to make this.
Notice he took a little extra time in preparation and shooting that shot. Now, that shot's over, and I'm certainly sure he's glad that's over because that was the tough shot in this rack.
Yeah. I see no problems here, especially Efren Reyes. Sometimes, look at this. Whew. Man, he hit that a little fuller. He could have been snookered. But then he would have kicked it in some way anyway.
Now, he has a little bit of a problem because he's laying rather awkwardly on the 6. He may have to go around the 9 because trying to control the cue ball where the 6 is right now may be a problem. That's what he's going to do. He's going around the 9, traveling a little extra with the cue ball, but a fair trade-off, has a better shot on the 8.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty good here. Just have to make the ball and draw back a little. Shoot the spot shot. Well, he went forward. He had a little angle. He wanted to get close as he can to the 9, which you always try to do.
First shot on the 9 in this match isn't really considered an easy one, but he should handle it.
Well, Efren takes 1-0 lead. Look, I'm curious to see where he's going to break from because all the breakers have been breaking from the right side and making the right-hand corner ball. But some of them break from that side. The corner ball goes, but not as consistently as from the right side. Let's see what happens here and where he'll break them from.
Well, Danny, you've had the advantage of doing a lot of matches on this feature table, doing commentary that is on a lot of matches on this table. So therefore, if anyone knows the characteristic of this table in terms of breaking the balls, you do.
I'll bet you breakfast the 6 goes.
Here we go. The 6 is the wing ball. It's on the left-hand side.
I'll tell you what, I'll lay you 2 breakfasts to 1. No, I'll tell you, that's about the percentage. It's been going 8 out of 10 times. And maybe the 1 in the side also. Oh, we made the 1 in the side anyway. The 6 missed by a hair, but I was wrong. But look at the way they stopped.
Okay, very quickly, you can see that the 3 is in the open near the lower right-hand corner. The 4 is up table adjacent to the cue ball. The 5 ball is to the right of the foot spot. The 6 is near the left-hand rail, near the side pocket. The 7 is underneath the black 8. So from the 6 to the 7 is a little bit of a problem. And also from the 5 to the 6. So therefore, he's going to have to come up with a good angle on the 5. Now he's looking to see if the 5 will pass the 7, because that's the pocket he would like to play position for the 5.
Yeah.
If he plays position for that corner pocket, then he can go around the table freely without having to go into the possible interfering 7 ball. So therefore, he's going to play position for the 5 in the lower left-hand corner.
And actually, once he moves the 5, falling on the 7 is an easier shot because he doesn't have that to contend with.
But he's got to come up with a pretty good shot on the 6 that carries a good angle to drop nicely for the 7.
Right.
So therefore, he has some work in this rack.
Yeah,
but that's what he gets paid for.
And he's been getting paid pretty well lately. He is one of the most successful pool players ever, financially.
Okay, now this is kind of interesting. He's rather flat on the 5. He's going to end up shooting the 6 in the upper left-hand corner, but he must come up with an angle. Now he's going underneath it with the cue ball, which indicates, or at least tells me, that no, he's not going to play position for the 6 in the upper left-hand corner. He's looking to play position for the 6 in the lower left-hand corner. That could be a problem. He's really not comfortable with this, Danny.
No, he got funny. He'd be all right here if he could make this and sit right on that side rail. He'll have an angle to get to the 7 if he goes that way, which he did. See it? Now he's fine.
Now that's where I thought he should have gone to begin with. He wasn't really comfortable with that, so he took a look at the other possibility and ended up shooting this one here, which I feel he made the correct decision, particularly now the way he laid on the 6. Very nicely executed, nicely run out. It was a nice run out on this particular rack.
Right.
Very nicely run.
Yeah, there's not any problem here. And you know, and Mika could start thinking about last rack when he missed. You know, it's all you have to do with someone like Efren is make one mistake and you're way in the hole.
Particularly after he pocketed the 1 in the side, because that ball he's playing. So therefore, if he has the good feel pocketing the 1 on the side, Mika may not have too many appearances at the table, considering that if Reyes is pocketing the 1 on the side, he's going to have that opportunity that he wants to run the balls. That's rack number 2. It also goes Efren's way. He leads 2-0 in a short race to 7.
And again, you're going to have to sit there, Mika, and hope he doesn't make a ball on the break. And that's a big hope because they're making balls on the break.
And keep in mind, Mika did have an opportunity in rack number 1 when he made a ball on the break. He had to put down a combination. It wasn't an easy combination, but it wasn't a very difficult one either. So therefore, had he put it down, we may have seen him at the table now instead of Reyes.
Leading 2-0.
That's right. But Reyes is the man at the table. And with the break in rack number 3.
See, he's going to stay with that break because, like you say, he's played a few games here, and I have watched a few, and it's the corner. I say the 8 goes in the right-hand corner pocket. Straight in.
Notice the 1 on the side.
Right.
That's the ball.
Both of those been going.
But that's the ball he's going to get paid off for, the 1 on the side. Fortunately for Immonen, the 2 ball found the position but behind the orange 5, not allowing Reyes at the table with an offensive shot. He has to look elsewhere.
I think he's going to try to fan the 2 and put him behind the 9. He's got a good safe there, and he's got such good cue ball control.
That's
what he's doing.
Excellent observation, and you hit it right on the head when you said he's got great cue ball control.
And I've been talking for days about when you're going to snooker a guy, it's way bigger if you freeze the guy on the ball you're snookering him with, because it takes away a whole bunch of kicks.
Now, that's the strength of being able to pocket balls on the break, and I said a little earlier that if he's pocketing the 1 on the side with regularity, then he has control of the table. When you give Efren Reyes control of the table, it doesn't much matter if the ball's laying well or not. He's going to figure out a way to win the game.
You know what he's got here, Billy? I don't know if he knows it himself. He's got that trick shot where you shoot into the rail and hop over the 9. You see it, the side rail? I don't know if he's going to hit it anyway. You know the shot I'm talking about?
You mean he's going to elevate, hit the side rail?
Elevate a little, hit the side rail, goes right over the 9, and you got a chance to make the 2.
Well, you know, you're a very, very creative man, and a very creative player. And the more I look at this situation, the more I have the tendency to agree with that.
Yeah.
If he elevates over the 9, shooting the cue ball into the right side rail, the cue ball will then jump over the 9 and hit the 2. A very, very low percentage shot, but he may not have anything else.
No, it's a low percentage, but it's going to be lower percentage to do anything other than that and hit the 2. And you know, in this spot, if he had any possibilities at all, when I say there's an impossible kick or near impossible kick, tie up balls if you can. But he's not in that position.
Well, unfortunately, Reyes has actually frozen the cue ball solidly against the 9, actually precluding him from tying up any balls because the only 2 balls that he can see are the 9 and the 3. And I don't believe he can tie up either one of those 2. So therefore, he has to do something. Now look, he's going to shoot your shot.
Well, I hope so, because he's supposed to know the shot.
Or
you got to have it in your repertoire, you know, for this particular situation. Well, if he elevates too much.
Now, what he wants to do, he wants to hit the rail and bend it.
He's elevating too much.
No, he wants to hit the rail and bend it, Danny.
He's going to go past it. He's saying
he's
it.
Bending.
I see.
See, he's bending it.
Yeah.
So therefore, he didn't recognize the shot that you did.
No,
he did have a legitimate shot at bending it, but he wasn't able to do it. Reyes now has ball in hand. Balls are open once again. 3 ball near the lower right-hand corner, 4 ball adjacent from the side pocket, 5 ball in the open in the center, near the center of the table, 6 near the side pocket, 7, 9. Shouldn't be any problems for Reyes.
You see how close he got to the 3? When you're playing out there, trying to get close when you can get a chance to do that. You know, you could be a foot more away, but if you got a chance to get close, do it if it's not affecting pocketing.
Now he's going to go around table again here. 1, 2, 3 cushions. He's going to get close to the 5, and he's going to go toward the 5 in line. That's why he played position like that.
He's got to draw it back a few feet and get straight in. No, you don't have to. You just stop and shooting it in the corner. Yeah, don't do more work than you have to.
Well, particularly if you feel good about your ball pocketing.
Yeah.
You know, if you can pocket balls, you're comfortable with your ability to pocket balls, then you play position for the corner more often. And I feel that if once you do that, I think that your run-out percentage goes way up. Because when you move the cue ball.
And, you know, over the years, we've seen Efren play real well.
Right.
Right? But when he gets in this kind of gear, it looks like he's never going to miss. I'm sorry, I cut in on you. Go right ahead.
Reyes wins game number 3 after 3 games. He scores Mr. Reyes 3, Mr. Eminem 0. Time on Mr. Reyes.
You've been around the game probably as long as any of us. You've hosted 27, I believe, U.S. Open tournaments.
This year, I'm proud to say, Billy, it's my 30th.
Oh, my, I do apologize.
Where have you been?
I'm sorry.
See now.
Okay. Of the 30 tournaments, or of the 29 you have hosted, in your opinion, who's the best player you've ever watched play the game?
Well, are we talking about tournament play? Talking about the U.S. Open?
Yes, we are.
Well, you know, it's a very tough question. In the early years, Mike Siegel, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
After Siegel, and still to this day, Earl Strickland.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, Reyes, it's amazing. He won it one time in '94, and Nick Varner's the only person who ever won it back-to-back in '89 and '90.
Mm-hmm.
Reyes was in the finals 4 years in a row, which he could have won 4 years in a row. But, you know, it's a tough question. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, Mike Siegel, hands down, greatest player. And then, of course, Earl took over after that, and is still playing great pool. And look at Reyes. Strong, strong, strong.
Well, Reyes is just...
So it's a tough question to answer for one person. It's 70s, 80s, 90s, now we're in the year 2000.
Right.
So, and beyond. So it's a tough question. So I hope I answered it okay.
You did a good job. Okay.
Thanks.
You know, Efren Reyes is... Okay, you're going to have the U.S. Open once again this year, and what are the dates of that?
Yes, sir. Proud to say again, the 30th annual U.S. Open 9-ball championships will be held September 19th through the 25th at the Chesapeake Conference Center in Chesapeake, Virginia, the Big 3-0. But prior to that, if I can get a plug in, I'm going to host the Masters again.
Oh, I see.
At Q Master Billiards. The Masters is back at Q Masters, May 24th through the 28th. Open to 128 players, $200 entrance fee. Anybody can play, and I'm adding 10,000. And it's at Q Masters, and I'll be open all week.
And this is the second year you've had the Masters.
Yeah, I had the Masters 3 years ago, Billy, and wrong time at the wrong venue. And now that I've remodeled Q Masters tournament room with just gorgeous seating and new carpet and, you know, once again, new theater seats, the players just tell me they love that room for playing purposes, atmosphere-wise, conditions. So I'm going to have the Masters at Q Master Billiards each and every year in May. And this year it's May 24th through 28th. And this year it's 10,000. And as I built the Open over the years, next year it'll be maybe 20,000 in it. We'll see.
Well, I'm certainly sure that the players are anxious to play there at the Masters, because whenever you put on a tournament, it's really a well-run event.
Thank you,
That's
Billy.
for sure. Like it always has been.
You've taught me well over the years. And look, Reyes, while we were talking, ran out again.
Yeah. Well, okay, anyways, I do appreciate you stopping up and visiting with us, Barry, once again. Don't forget, you were at the Masters this year because everyone else will.
Hey, listen, Pat Clement, thank you for this opportunity. Barry, always great talking to you. And keep up the good work. And Roger.
Okay, well, actually, I do apologize for digressing with Barry, but Ray is good there with what he usually does. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
for
we didn't miss much really because he just ran a boring rack. It looked like it was easy, so nothing exciting happened. It's when the player's playing real well, it looks easy.
Well, Mika Immonen in the chair, really not happy with the turn of events here. You know, had an opportunity in game number 1 and has yet to make another appearance at the table. Oh, he did when he was hooked solidly behind the 9.
7 ball. Ooh, he missed.
But the 1 in the side went again. I
One or
just
the other.
want to bring that to a
Powerful.
yeah. But once again, the 5 ball came in between the cue ball and the 2 ball, and he's going to have to do something with this particular shot. Danny.
Interesting stats. Efren is shooting 1,000, and it looked like Mika was shooting 303, 333. But that's because, yeah, he made 1 ball, that's why, and then an error.
Now, I'm surprised to see Reyes take this shot because he doesn't have much ball to work with, meaning that it's going to be very difficult for him to control the cue ball. So he's opting to push. Okay.
Okay, what's the plan
Now,
here?
you know, he has a cross bank on the 2. I do believe he will take this with inside English and hitting the thin side of the 2. The 2 then should go twice cross corner. Cue ball then go back down this end of the table where the 9 and 4 is, and maybe he'll end up with a fairly good safety. I wouldn't pass this shot back to Reyes.
It's not an automatic save. You know, he's thinking about passing back, but again, when you're losing 3-0, your decisions are a little different.
He's going to have too many things going for him here, Danny. He's going to create some distance in between both the 2 ball and the 1 ball. There's a chance he might bank the 2 cross corner. If he does that, he may not end up with a shot on the red 3. So therefore, he has to shoot the shot on the thin side and not really trying to bank the 2 cross corner. Play safe all the way here.
That's what he did, and it's going to be a decent one.
Okay, now he's left Reyes a shot on the 2, a very, very difficult one, but a shot. He may try to cut this in.
Oh, at this distance, cutting this in to get position for the 3, you would also, it's tough enough, but now if you want to play position for the 3, you got to use a little reverse English. At this distance, that's left-hand English on the shot. I don't think he even the great Efren is a very tough shot. You know, he's trying to do that though. See, this was the problem, all the obstructions, you know, and now he's safe. Made a great shot.
Yes,
but the
he
position
did.
was so tough.
Yes, it was. It was just too much to ask of yourself to possibly cut the 2 in and come up with a shot on the red 3. Reyes, one of the best technicians around, tried to do it but failed. For the first time in this match.
Yeah.
He's finally done something
Well,
wrong.
you know, he really didn't do anything wrong yet. But when he misses this kick, he'll lose some points.
This is a difficult kick to hit.
I say when he misses it. It's a tough kick. He's going to have to shoot a little wide of the 7 or a little wide of this pink ball and then spin it back in. He hit it. He hit
Not
it.
only did he hit it,
He made it in the side on a kiss.
He hit it straight in the face.
Oh, boy.
You know, you say, boy, he got lucky, but sometimes you earn it. You earn the right to get lucky.
I have a saying about that. You got to play well enough to have a chance to get lucky. In other words, he couldn't have got lucky if he missed the ball. That was a tough kick.
Right.
Yeah, you got to play well enough. Oh, he overcut the room rent, but it went in anyway. Yeah. And he certainly plays good enough to get lucky.
Well, exactly right, because the kick was a difficult kick. Not only did he hit it, but he hit it solidly, which gave him more of an opportunity or a chance to get lucky. So therefore, he earned that. He wasn't just, he just didn't fall into it, he earned it.
The rest here, Billy, is like tic-tac-toe, nothing to it. In fact, people gambling usually throw these in, don't they?
Mika Immonen in his chair has very little to say about what's been happening here.
He's not saying, he's praying. He don't want to say anything. He wants to pray for another shot. So he's still shooting 1,000, winning 5-0.
No, he's not shooting the foul. He played himself out of position on a three.
He made the ball.
But he did make the ball, you're right. Yeah. Therefore, he is shooting 1,000. That's exactly right. Nick Aaron has that confused look about himself. He just doesn't know, what he can do and why this is all happening like this. Because prior to coming into this match, he probably thought it was his turn. Because he's playing well, he's breaking well, so therefore, and he's got a high confidence level.
Yeah.
So therefore, you have to think like that. It's my turn. But Reyes is just taking it right away from him.
Yeah, see, folks out there, it's so much fun to play championship pool like this, but Mika is not having fun right now.
Okay, he wasn't able to pocket the 1 in the side,
Made a
but he
ball
pocketed
in the other
the 2
side.
in the other side.
And he's got a shot.
And he's got a nice angle on the 1 to play position for the 3.
Right. In other words, what Billy's saying is, you only have to make the 1 and you're on the 3. It isn't like you got to do anything extra. So just pocket the 1, you're falling on the 3.
Now the angle that he has here suggests to me that the cue ball, after departing in that bottom cushion, is going to go toward that side pocket. Right over here. Reyes is walking over there to find out what he needs to do to stay out of the side. Now if he applies English on the shot, then he decreases the accuracy of the shot. So therefore, this shot isn't that simple.
He's going to put a little left on it, I believe. That'll straighten it out, and he won't have to worry about the side. Oh, look at this shot.
Oh, he didn't want to fool the side at all.
How you like that?
That's right. He
Well,
says,
plus he needed to get back down here for the 4. That was another reason he went that way. And that's why he's smarter than you and I.
oh, most certainly.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We're looking at coming to the 3, 2 rails, but then position from the 3 to 4 would be tough. He already looked past that.
Okay, now the angle that he has on the 3 looks like to me that it's laying rather awkwardly because the side, if he follows it in the corner, the side pocket may be in the way. If he goes to the side with the 3, he's on the wrong side of the table with the cue ball. So therefore, he's got some problems here.
Well, he can draw the ball between the 9 and 7 and go 1 rail, too. Like this.
Wow, what a call, and what a shot. What a shot. Now,
Well,
that's perfect execution.
Perfect. That's what I'm saying about him. He is in that, what Michael Jordan calls the zone. It doesn't matter where he's at. He's running out, it looks like. Mika has no prayer to get a shot here. I wouldn't bet against him running the rest of the set out.
No, and the shot that we just saw him execute it demanded perfect execution, and that's what he did.
And once again,
executed it perfectly.
when a player is playing like this, it looks easy. There was nothing easy about that. You hit it too high or too low, you're out of position. Yeah, it looked way easier than it was.
Yes.
He is really, you know what? He had an illness, and he's recovering from it. And for a while, he was a little bit in a slump. But you know what? He's playing better than ever, I would say.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I've been watching him play this week. I watched him play a lot of one pocket with just match play. I've watched him play in the tournament, and I'm watching him now, and I think you're right.
Look at this.
He's playing as well
Look at
now as I've ever seen him play.
Right. He's playing to where he gets a shot, he's out. You got no. This is tough to play against, as you know. It's tough to play. How do you play against someone that's playing perfect?
Well, yeah, he's a hell of a player.
And look at it, still 1,000 to 333.
And no one has ever shot 1,000 here in the Oh, I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
Reyes did
Reyes.
that here, so he's going to tie his own record. And Mika Immonen did it 2 years ago.
Well, I guess I was wrong.
Well, it's one of the only times this year you were wrong. But anyway, the big thing about Efren, he doesn't seem to show any big ego. Am I right? He's not walking around proud and cocky or nothing, right? He's just a low-key guy.
Well, he lets his stick do all his bragging.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about,
yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
right.
And when you listen to people say how good they are, who they beat, and whatever, okay, that's all fine and well. But your stick does the talking.
Yeah.
And Reyes backs it up.
Well, he made the end ball, but he doesn't have a good shot, so he's going to have to play it safe here.
And neither will Immonen when he comes to the table.
Yeah, he's not going to like it. Oh, might let him see an edge.
I do believe he can see the bottom of the 1.
Yeah.
You know, if Reyes does have a weak point in his game, I think it's his killer. I don't really think he has the killer of a Mike Siegel or a Buddy Hall or someone like that, you know?
He just looks that way, though. Some people look that way, and they're stone killers. But anyway, how about poor Mika? Losing 6-0, and that's the shot he's got. And someone in the audience said, "Come on, Mika." There's nothing to do. Okay, he's going to kick on the inside of this 1 and glance towards the 9 ball.
He may end up kicking the 1 behind the 5.
Well, it looks like he's hitting it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he mishit that.
Yeah, he was cutting it, he overcut it.
He mishit that. But in the meantime, he hasn't done really anything that wrong. I don't believe, though, he has a pocket for the 1.
Yeah.
And if he plays the billiard, he can't control the 1. It'll be difficult for him to control the 1 if he plays the billiard. So therefore, you know, nothing has come easy for Immonen. Nothing.
Nothing at all. He needs an easy start. And look where the 3 is sitting. Nothing is sitting.
No. And sometimes the balls just will not cooperate. And in this instance, the balls, and so far in this match, the balls have not cooperated for Immonen.
Well, you know what it is. You know, I believe firmly in this. The balls are telling him you shouldn't have missed in that first rack, and now you're going to get punished. And that's what's happening here.
Well, you can afford to make a mistake or two against the
mere humans.
Just an upper echelon player.
Yeah, mere humans. But when you're playing someone from Mars, you better not do
right.
this.
Okay, now he played the 5. I didn't think he could control the 1 ball, but I'm going to tell you something, Danny. He shot that shot as well as you could shoot it.
You're right.
Trust me, that shot was an excellent shot. He got that one off the top shelf.
And he got as good a shot as you could possibly get. So, you know, he's accepting. But I don't know about getting to the 2 very easily.
I think that if he pockets the 1, he may brush the pink 4 and send them toward the 2.
Okay, we'll see. This is tricky at any rate. And that's what you expect when a guy's losing 6-0.
Oh, he was able to bypass the 4 and drop nicely for the 2 and come up with a decent angle on the 2 to drop cross table for the 3. Now, this shot, keep in mind, is a difficult shot because he's going to have to hit it with speed. And when you hit this type of a shot with speed, that pocket gets real small.
Plus, you got to get straight in on the 3 or you have no chance for position. Must get straight in on the 3. Well, it's like you said, Billy. He just has had too much of a tough start here. You know, it wasn't a Mickey Mouse layout. Too much work to do, and losing 6-0 against Efren, he just didn't handle it. You know, you got to admit, it was a tough layout.
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought when he got on the 2 the way he did, he had a legitimate chance to get out that rack. Now, that's not going to work.
Too soft.
That's not going to work. He's going to have a real tough shot on the 3.
Yeah, unless he cross-sides it.
Yeah, he could make it cross-side, but I don't think that the angle that he has is conducive to coming up with a shot on the 4 in terms of the speed of the cue ball.
Speed looks like the bank will make the cue ball go too fast.
Now, here we go. He's going to put maximum right-hand English on this shot, cut the 3 in the corner, and float the cue ball cross table. This shot, if he shoots this shot, this certainly demands the most accurate of hits.
He put his fingers on the spot he would like to be when the 3 is over. Let's see if he can get there. And it was a little bit south of the 2nd diamond.
And if he's able to execute this shot, this is something we'll go back on because it's going to be a beautifully executed shot.
He played safe instead.
And that's what else I guess he had in his favor.
He's laughing. Oh, yeah, it was like, anyway.
But what you said, he played safe instead. You know, there's some merit to what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew he had a chance of hooking Mika if he shot that shot because of all those interfering balls.
Right. If he missed it, he had a chance to do this. Of course, it turned out better than that. He's got a 2-rail kick. This is a big ball. I think he'd hit it anyway. No, I don't. Well, it's another pack-your-bag effort here. I mean, Mika has no buyback. This is it, semifinals, the final tournament on our 3-tournament package, and truly he can pack his bags if he loses this game.
And Mika Immonen, before this match began, envisioned him getting the trophy, winning the 9-ball event, you know?
Sure he did.
And to watch this, you know, if you're Mika Immonen, you really have to be pretty frustrated, you know, because he is playing well. But there's a lot of pressures out there playing Reyes, particularly if you fall behind by 3 or 4 or 5 games. Yeah. And you look at something, you know, double difficult. And that's what he has done. He's looked at a rack that was very difficult.
Okay. This is my favorite layout. We're not going to do an interview. We're going to wait till the final match is over because they're going to be playing shortly, and we don't want to get their brain off their work. 7-0.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to have come with a special effort and get a little lucky to beat Reyes in this tournament.
We have our first finalist, Mr. Efren Reyes, in the 9-ball. He awaits the outcome of the match in progress on table number 2. Could we have a hand, please, for
Mika Immonen, 375. Reyes, 952. Tough to beat, 952.
10 p.m. Eastern
Tough to
Standard
even
Time. The finals,
tie it.
Derby City Classic 9-ball. Thank you. One more time, Efren Reyes, Mika Immonen. Thank you.
The Derby City Classic is brought to you by Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner, and the Billiard Club Pro Shop. For all your pool and billiard supplies, visit the Pro Shop at billiardclub.net. This has been a production of Billiard Club Network, your source for championship pool. For more, log on to billiardclub.net.